Hey everyone! The final mod in this series is Haafstad and the border of Hyrok. This expands the area northwest of Skyrim, going towards the Kingdom Johanna, located in Hyrok. Something more interesting about this mod, however, is that it lets you visit the Breton island Kirkmore, also found in Hyrok. This final expansion is the largest and probably my favorite out of the 3 expansions he made. The first interesting town you get to from Skyrim is Haafstad. This harbour town is located on a small island close to Hyrok's border. Haafstad still belongs to Skyrim, but has a history with Hyrok. In Haafstad you can find multiple villagers who are willing to tell you more about this town. Among these is a new follower, an old mage named Snorri. Talking to one of the NPCs found on the docks will lead you to a small quest. While doing this quest, you might as well explore Haafstad's forest found on the edge of town. And while we're still in Haafstad, you might enjoy Haafstad's local inn. Here you can learn about the rumor involving a missing person in Pineville. Pineville is a village in Hyrok where we will get to later. One way to get to Haafstad is by following the roads far west of Solitude, past the Lost Echo Cave until you reach the Skyrim border Hafingar Hold. From here you have to swim a small distance to reach the harbour town. On Haafstad's docks you will find a captain who is willing to take you to the Breton island Kirkmore. Kirkmore is an island that lies far west in Hyrok. And talking to this captain will also start a quest on Kirkmore. Kirkmore has a huge area to roam, roughly the size of one of Skyrim's whole regions. Arguably larger than most of Skyrim's regions. It is advised to be of somewhat high level before you go here, since there are some very high level enemies to be found on this island. When you leave Kirkmore docks, you will find a Breton guard telling you might find a job in the village Kirkmore southwest of here. In Kirkmore village you will find the inn where you can continue this quest, find out about the potential home you can claim and learn some more history about Kirkmore village. The village Kirkmore is rather extensive and has multiple farms and shops, a chapel of Kinraid and plenty of NPCs with their own home and schedule. You also find the chapel of Stendor just outside town, where they brew yet another custom drink you can try. The village Kirkmore struck me as the center of the island and many locations can be easily accessed from this town. The island Kirkmore was a really nice island to explore. There are new villages and a castle to find, some new quests to undertake, new locations to discover, a new home to claim and much more. You also notice new trees, flowers, ingredients and new wildlife on this newly added Breton island. I didn't want to give away too much of Kirkmore, but did make a small montage of some interesting or beautiful things to see here. Even though I'll hardly show everything in this few minute montage, I'll leave an annotation so you can skip this part if you want to be surprised by the rest of this island yourself. I always thought annotations are a great way to skip certain parts that might not be interesting for certain viewers. I've occasionally been told by viewers that they like that option available. Sadly, YouTube will soon delete this feature. I'll probably have to work with timestamps from then on. This honestly kinda bothers me, but I'll try and find a decent alternative. Finally, you can explore a part of the Kingdom Johanna in Hyrok. One way to get here is by traveling to the Skyrim border Haafstad again. From here it's a short walk until you reach the Hyrok border. At the Hyrok border you will find some Breton guards, traders and a view over Haafstad's bay. Traveling further down the road towards Pineville, we first come across another inn where there is a small quest to be solved. Observing the innkeeper here will lead you to a new topic with him. This is a small but very interesting quest. The layout of this small dungeon, lighting, things to see and even the voice acting is something you might not expect from a side quest in such a large mod. You better come well prepared when you try to do this. After we've done this quest, we continue our way to Pineville. Pineville is the center of this new area and all the remaining locations can be accessed from here if you travel further down the road. In Pineville's local inn, you can find yet another quest. Doing this quest will reward you with a new home within Pineville. There is a very good chance you already started or completed this quest on your way to Pineville if you get as easily distracted as me. The home you can claim as a safe chest to store your items in, there is an alchemy table and you find 2 beds for you and a potential follower. While in this home you can also find a journal from the previous owner and learn some history behind this character. Doing so will lead you to yet another quest involving a new dragon to kill. From Pineville you can continue further to Haafstad. Haafstad is a small settlement with a castle overlooking the settlement. Inside this castle you can find the Lord and Duchess of Johanna. Most of the new locations from this mod can't be missed if you follow the road signs and roads or simply do some exploration behind the border. It will be very clear when you've gone too far, if that would happen at all. There is another Live Another Life extension you can download together with this mod. This will let you start in either Haafstad, Pineville or the Hyrok border. You can also start in some of Kirkmoor's villages. Again, you will start with a basic set of iron armor, a set of steel weapons, a woodcutter's axe and a pickaxe, some basic clothing, 10 lockpicks, 10 restore health potions and 500 septons. Of course, there is more to do with this mod and I hope you will have as much fun as I had exploring these new lands beyond the border. These 3 mods are as good as finished, but does get updated from time to time with new voice actors for NPCs and other very small improvements or minor changes. You can see there is a lot of dedication in these mods. The one somewhat serious problem I ran into got solved only 3 days later, and I think I have almost seen everything in these mods. If you like what you've seen, do consider endorsing these mods and you might as well keep track of them. A mod that might be nice to use with the 3 mods of this author is the unique border gates. This adds unique border gates to many roads that end up at the game's border. Unique border gates and these 3 mods occasionally complement each other nicely. You can also try out Shadow of Morrowind. In the first mod in this series I mentioned Blacklight within Morrowind and said there was nothing there yet. When you use Shadow of Morrowind there will be a large new area for you to explore. I might make something for Shadow of Morrowind if the author has no problem with me making a video for it, but I'm not sure yet. Unlike Morrowind or Oblivion, there aren't many mods for Skyrim that drastically expand beyond the border while still being in the same world space. I'm happily surprised I found these 3 mods that seem to do really well expanding the world. These mods truly are a nice addition for Skyrim to me until we get something like Beyond Skyrim. The author of these 3 mods is involved with Beyond Skyrim, so there is a very good chance some of his work will get compatible or perhaps even implemented with Beyond Skyrim. Much like this author, there are very dedicated people working on Beyond Skyrim and they deserve all the support they can get. As some of you might know, I haven't been too excited about Skywind or Skyblivion. A heavy modded Morrowind or Oblivion simply feels superior as far as content and gameplay goes to me. Unless some amazing mods from Oblivion will get implemented in Skyblivion, I doubt I'll be the first YouTuber to jump into it. Of course, I really do think Skywind and Skyblivion will be great for people new to these somewhat older games now, or simply prefer graphics above anything else. To me it kind of feels like much of the same, I guess. I just think it doesn't offer too much for players who are used to playing a modded Morrowind or Oblivion. Of course I'll still try them out and who knows, I might actually like it. However, where I'm going with this is having the entirety of Tamriel added to the game while still keeping Skyrim's timeline in mind is something Beyond Skyrim aims to do. To me this is something far more interesting than reshaping an already existing game in Skyrim's world. There's no real release date for Beyond Skyrim, but they do make good progress. I myself have somewhat of a good hope it shouldn't take many years anymore before they start releasing their first province. Now I hope you enjoyed this series. If you did, consider leaving a like or subscribe. The next showcase will be a remake of a mod I already showed before, something Dreamer themed. Thanks for watching everyone, have a great day and I'll see you all next time.
Nobody's buying books anymore. We're living in different times. Because of the internet, you fool.